Good morning. I am Board Chair Ananek. All board members are present for today's meeting. We have a quorum to proceed with today's meeting to decide various matters listed on the agenda. There will be an opportunity for public comment later in the agenda after the business portion is completed. Anyone wishing to address the board must fill out a request form, which is available at the reception table outside the hearing room entrance. First, we're going to consider approval of the minutes of the board's regular public meeting held on December 9th, 2025. Board members have been provided a copy of the prepared minutes of the board's last public meeting held on December 9th, 2025 for review prior to today's meeting. Do members have any corrections, additions, or deletions to the prepared minutes? Board Member Palms, could we please have a motion to adopt the prepared minutes?
So moved.
All right, is there any discussion? Seeing none, let's take a voice vote. All members, including myself, all those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Opposed, the same. Motion passes. All right. Portion of the Executive Director's report. Henry, would you like to address the board?
Good morning, board members, and Happy New Year. The board has received a written version of my report for review, so I will summarize my report. In the board packet provided to you for this meeting, there's a revenue packet. In addition, a press release containing a detailed revenue report will be released at the conclusion of this meeting. Staffing. The Michigan Game Control Board has hired one new employee. Is that new employee present with us this morning? Please stand. Welcome. Thank you. There has been no resignations since the last board meeting. The Gaming Control Board currently has 203 employees and 12 vacant positions. Ongoing efforts to fill the board's 12 vacant positions will continue until all the positions are filled. A roster of the board's current staff, including state police and attorney general staff, assigned to assist the board in carrying out its statutory duties and responsibilities under the Michigan Gaming Control and Revenue Act, is included in your packet for reference as attachment 1. Budget. As of January 5th, 2026, total Gaming Control Board expenditures were $7,139,288. This leaves an unexpended balance of $41,501,964 in appropriated funding for fiscal year 2026. It includes funds for anticipated reimbursement to the Attorney General and state police. All 3 licensed Detroit casinos continue to operate on a 24-hour, 7 days per week basis since the board's last public meeting. Board regulation officers assisted by state police gaming section officers monitored the casino operations for compliance with the requirements of the Act, the board administrative rules, and the casino's own internal control systems. Since the board's December 9th, 2025 meeting, the employee licensing section completed the required background investigations of 51 pending level 1 and level 2 occupational license applications, 29 level 3 license applications, and 170 license renewal requests. I have already approved the 170 renewal requests and the 29 level 3 applications as recommended by the employee licensing section. The remaining recommendations regarding the 51 pending Level 1 and Level 2 occupational license applicants will be considered by the board as part of the business agenda for today's meeting. A list of the recommendations to be considered by the board at today's meeting was previously sent to you. Disassociated persons list. Currently, we have 4,252 individuals on the disassociated persons list. Waiver of criminal convictions. Since the December 9th, 2025 public meeting, there have been 3 waivers issued. Minor citations. Since the last meeting, there have been no minors in the casino citations issued. iGaming citations. Since the December 9th, 2025 public meeting, there have been 5 citations issued, totaling $38,000 in fines. Michigan State Police. In the report you have in front of you, there's a section on the activities of the state police, as well as their number of open positions. Since the information includes confidential investigations of persons and crimes at the casino, I'm not going to address in a public forum but please review at your convenience. Board members, I'm going to spend a little time giving you all a recap of the wagering taxes collected by the state of Michigan and payments made to the city of Detroit for fiscal year 2025. Casino gaming, the 3 Detroit casinos, table games and slots. Adjusted gross receipts were $1,268,923. State wagering taxes collected were $102,782,816. Retail sports betting, adjusted gross receipts were $10,557,654. State wagering taxes collected were $413,848. Internet gaming, adjusted gross receipts were $2,731,146,676. State wagering taxes collected were $562,139,347. Internet sports betting, adjusted gross receipts were $307,951,209. State wagering taxes collected were $17,676,405. Fantasy contests, adjusted gross receipts were $9,042,421. State wagering taxes collected were $759,563. For a total of $683,771,981. Transfer to the school aid fund was $633,314,986. The city of Detroit received from all these sources was $307,406,582. This amount does not include municipal payments and the additional 1% paid to the city of Detroit. Total collected by the state of Michigan and the city of Detroit for 2025 in wagering taxes was $991,178,563. In addition to those fees being collected, the 3 Detroit casinos paid to the state service fee fund, which pays the Gaming Control Board operating budget. The 3 Detroit casinos paid $43,761,285. Application fees collected was $571,294. Licensing fees collected were $3,224,150. Lab fees collected was $3,762,170. Fines assessed were $369,800. And investigative costs collected from licensees, $353,157. Other payments paid from these funds to the Michigan Agriculture Equine Industry Development Fund that supports horse racing here in the state of Michigan, $3,653,628. Funds paid to the Compulsive Gaming Prevention Fund. This is for problem gambling and domestic violence, $6 million. First Responders Presumed Coverage Fund, $4 million. In the Michigan Strategic Fund, MEDC, $34,581,977. Board members, I just want to acknowledge the profound financial contributions the gaming industry makes to both the state of Michigan and the city of Detroit, not just in wagering taxes, but in other areas as well, such as payroll taxes. The 3 Detroit casinos employ thousands in generating significant withholdings in employer payroll taxes, property taxes, hotel taxes, liquor taxes, business-to-business purchases, goods and services from small and local businesses for carpet, electrical, uniforms, displays, booths, chairs, silverware, linen, tiles, toiletries, property rental for live studios and server farms. I could continue naming the numerous small businesses that benefit from this industry. The gaming industry is self-funded. No general fund dollars are utilized in regulating the industry. Unfortunately, the gaming industry is under attack by entities who do not want to play by the same rules. They don't want to pay taxes. They don't want to obtain licenses to operate legally within the state of Michigan. They don't want to adhere to consumer protection laws. They don't want to ensure problem gambling and responsible gaming measures are part of their offerings to the citizens of Michigan. Board members, they just want to take the very tax revenue I have shared with you this morning that our operators pay each month and take them funds out of state. I am here to let you know that I am committed to fighting these entities as long as I serve in this role. In closing, I would like to remind everyone that gambling in any form is for entertainment purposes only. If you or a loved one have a gambling problem, please call the state's 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER for assistance with treatment only. You also may visit our website at www.michigan.gov/MGCB for information on self-exclusion programs, including the Disassociated Gaming Database, or call the MGCB's Responsible Gaming section at 1-888-223-3044. In addition, you may visit www.don'tregretthebet.org for more responsible gaming tips. Board members, that concludes my report. My team and I are available to answer any questions.
Thank you very much, Mr. Williams. Any questions? Thank you. The first item of business is to consider the Executive Director's and Casino Operation Division's recommendations regarding Level 1 and Level 2 occupational license applications. The Board Employee Licensing staff has completed the background investigations of 51 Level 1 and Level 2 occupational license applicants since the Board's last regular public meeting. All board members have been provided a copy of Exhibit 1, which summarizes the staff's recommendations to grant applications for the reasons specified in the related background investigation reports. Are there any questions? Seeing none, Board Member Lambert Bounds, could we please have a motion to approve the occupational license applications as listed and recommended in Exhibit 1?
So moved.
All right, is there support?
Support.
Okay, it's been moved and supported. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, the same. Motion passes. Orders will be issued accordingly. Next item is the consideration of the Executive Director's reports and Licensing and Investigation Division's recommendations regarding the pending supplier license requests of Dynamic Gaming Solutions, LLC, IMG Arena US LLC, doing business as IMG Arena, Queen Playing Card, Inc. Each board member has been provided with copies of the reports for review prior to today's meeting. Each applicant was given notice. The board will consider its supplier license request at today's meeting. Board staff is present to answer any questions board members may have regarding the requests. Are there any questions? All right, seeing none. Board Member Thrower Davis, will we please have a motion to approve the supplier license requests as recommended?
So moved.
Okay, is there support?
Support.
It's been moved and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed the same. The motion passes. Orders will be issued accordingly. Next item is the consideration of the Executive Director's reports and Licensing and Investigation Division's recommendations regarding the pending supplier license renewal requests of Aristocrat Technologies, Inc., Continent 8 LLC, doing business as Continent 8 with new key persons, Continent 8 Gibraltar 2 Limited, Data Financial Incorporated, Microwise Inc., Shield Security Consultants and Protection Services LLC, Surveillance Systems Integration Inc., doing business as Surveillance Systems Incorporated with new key persons, SSI Holdings Inc., from Angel Marin Chacon. CHACON. Each board member has been provided with copies of the reports for review prior to today's meeting. Each applicant was given notice. The board would consider its supplier license review request at today's meeting. Board staff is present to answer any questions board members may have regarding the requests. Are there any questions? Seeing none, Board Member Evanson, may we please have a motion to approve the supplier license renewals and new key persons as recommended?
So moved.
It's been moved. Is there support?
Support.
Moved and support. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, the same. The motion passes. Orders will be issued accordingly. Next item is consideration of the Executive Director's reports and Licensing and Investigations Division's recommendations regarding the pending requests for approval of new key persons of supplier licensee. Those include Continental 8 LLC, doing business as Continent 8, with new key persons Continent 8 Gibraltar 2 Limited. Neo Games Solutions LLC, doing business as Neo Games, with new key person Dylan Staley. Orex Gaming International LLC, doing business as Orex Gaming, with new key persons Holly Marie Gagnon Adar. Paraplay USA Ltd, with new key person Dylan Slaney, Slaney. Push Gaming Product Limited, doing business as Push Gaming, with new key person Tor Robert Braham. Spin Games LLC, with new key person Holly Marie Gagnon Adar. White Hat Gaming Inc., with new key persons WHT Holdings Limited and White Hat Malta Holdings Limited. White Hat Studios Limited, with new key persons White Hat Studios Holdings Limited and White Hat Malta Holdings Limited. Each board member has been provided with copies of the reports for review prior to today's meeting. Each applicant was given notice the board would consider its request at today's meeting. Board staff is present to answer any questions board members may have regarding the requests. Are there any questions? Seeing none, Board Member Palms, and we have a motion to approve the applications for key members as recommended.
So moved.
It's been moved. Is there support?
Support.
Moved and supported. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, the same. The motion passes. Orders will be issued accordingly. New item is consideration of the Executive Director's report and Licensing and Investigations Division's recommendations regarding the transfer of interest for supplier licensee. Those include Surveillance Systems Integration, Inc., White Hat Gaming, Inc., White Hat Studios Limited. Each board member has been provided with copies of the reports for review prior to today's meeting. Each applicant was given notice the board would consider its request at today's meeting. Board staff is present to answer any questions board members may have regarding the requests. Are there any questions? Seeing none, Board Member Lambert Bounds, may we please have a motion to approve the transfer of interest recommended?
So moved.
It's been moved. Is there support?
Support.
Moved and supported. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Nays, same. Motion passes. Orders will be issued accordingly. The next item is consideration of the proposal for decision regarding occupational licensee. Tamira Davis. Each board member has been provided a copy of the agency record for review prior to today's meeting. The licensee has been given notice that the board will consider the agency record regarding the proposal for decision at today's meeting. Assistant Attorney General Gerald Whalen will briefly summarize the facts. Thank you.
Good morning, board members.
Morning.
Before you is a request to enter an order adopting the findings, facts, conclusions of law of an administrative law judge and affirming the summary suspension issued by the Executive Director and the subsequent rescission by the Executive Director. In this matter, the licensee filed a renewal application under the Administrative Procedures Act. A renewal application continues the current license until a final decision has been made. During the investigation of the application, the Gaming Board found that there were some tax and debt issues, which goes to suitability. As a result, the communications were exchanged. Some communications were responded to by the licensee, some were not. As a result, the matter was not cleared up. The Executive Director issued a summary suspension of the license. A hearing was held. The ALJ found in favor of the board's actions, issued a proposal for decision. Subsequently, as you've heard before, the licensee then submitted all the information and was cleared, resulting in the Executive Director issuing a rescission of the license. So before you, to clear all this up, is that order that needs to be entered to accept the proposal for decision and the actions of the Executive Director.
Great. Thank you. Thank you very much. Is Tamira Davis or a representative present or on the call wishing to address the board? If so, please come forward and identify yourself. Okay. Note for the record, the licensee or representative is not present. Are there any questions from board members? Okay, seeing none. Board Member Thoreau Davis, can we please have a motion to accept the findings of facts and conclusions of law contained in the proposal for decision and affirm the rescission of summary suspension?
So moved.
Okay, it's been moved. Is there support?
Support.
Moved and supported. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Opposed, the same. The motion passes and order will be issued accordingly. Other business, public comment. We are now at the point of the board meeting when members of the public may come forward and offer comments regarding the business of the board. Anne Marie, do we have any requests?
There are no requests.
Okay, thank you. I will separately call on each board member who has submitted a request to make public comment to the board. None? Okay, if there are no requests to comment, there are no requests to comment. I'll say that for the record. The board's next scheduled public meeting will be Tuesday, February 10th, 2026 at 10 a.m. Next, we will consider a motion to go into closed session pursuant to Section 8E and 8H of the Open Meetings Act. This is to consult with our attorney regarding trial strategy in case 2:CV-14092-SDK-KGA, U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of Michigan, to receive notification of persons placed on the disassociated persons list since the board's last closed session. Since the board's December 9th, 2025 public meeting, several applications have been received from individuals requesting to be placed on the board's associated persons list as part of their treatment for compulsive gambling problems under Section 29 of the Michigan Gaming Control and Revenue Act. The Act and Board Resolution Number 2001-06 require the board to be provided with confidential notification of the names of all individuals placed on the associated persons list since the board's last closed session. Board Member Evanson, may we please have a motion to go into closed session pursuant to Section 8E and 8H of the Open Meetings Act to consult with our attorney regarding this trial strategy in case 2:CV-14092-SDK-KGA and receive notification of persons placed on the dissociated persons list since the board's last closed session.
So moved.
It's been moved. Is there
Support.
support? It's been moved and supported. Any discussion? I'll ask Anne Marie to take a roll call on the motion, please.
On the motion to go into closed session following this portion of today's public meeting, all those in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. Chair Member Ananick. Board
Aye.
Member Palms.
Aye.
Board Member Evanson.
Aye.
Board Member Lambert-Bounds.
Aye.
Board Member Thrower Davis.
Aye.
Thank you. The motion passes unanimously. We will go into closed session. Thank you. Okay, we will resume the open meeting portion of the meeting. Motion to approve minutes of the board's December 9, 2025 closed session. Board members have been provided with a copy of the prepared minutes of the board's last closed session, which was held on December 9th, 2025. For review prior to today's meeting, do board members have any corrections, additions, or deletions to the prepared minutes? Seeing none, Board Member Palms, may we please have a motion to adopt the prepared minutes?
So moved.
Was there support?
Support.
Okay, moved and supported. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, the same. The motion passes. Motion to adjourn. Okay, Board Member Lambert-Bounds, may we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Is there support?
Support.
Moved and supported. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. We are adjourned. The motion passes. Too bad.